I remember, I mean, I hated you. I was like, this dude.
I probably gave you good reasons, Steve.
Patrick, come here. I have a question for you. My old boss at BuzzFeed reached out and they are wondering if you and I would like to make a video for them. They want us to be handcuffed for 24 hours and record it.
It's kind of weird.
It's really weird. Listen, if you don't want to do it,
no,
I
don't mind. It's finally, after all these years, my 15 minutes of fame that I've been trying to get.
So in November of 2007, my mom and I moved to Arizona from Mexico. In part because most of her family does live here, but mainly because she was gonna marry my stepdad, Patrick. My dad died when I was 3 years old, so I wasn't really used to seeing her with anybody, but I do remember for most of my childhood craving a father figure. I think, however, that by the time my mom got married with Patrick, that craving had really faded away, and that was no longer something that I really wanted. So I think that's where me and him kind of bumped heads. So for this type of video, usually we have handcuffs, but because I am very unprepared and with very low resources, I went to the store and got zip ties. Maybe this will also be a little more discreet while we're at the store. I'm a little bit not so happy that I'm doing this.
Should I make the bed, Fernando?
Yes, let me walk back in. Okay, so it's time for us to get tied. So for the 24 hours that we spent together, I decided I would do a list of activities that we would do together, and one of them would be make dinner for my mom. But in order to do this, we had to go to the store and get some groceries. What are your first thoughts of this?
My first thoughts are it's a little strange.
Are you embarrassed to go in the store like this?
Nah.
No?
Why are you?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say if somebody asks us why we're handcuffed?
Well, we're not handcuffed, we're zip tied. I've done this before, and last time it was really embarrassing. But it's different because there I was with my friends, and I feel like in LA you see a lot of crazy stuff sometimes, and people are just more down with it. I think Arizona, it's a little, I don't know, I feel more insecure in general. That wasn't that bad.
Not really. A little strange.
A little bit, yeah. Before cooking, I figured it would be a good idea for me and him to sit down and kind of talk about our relationship and how he entered our family while painting a picture of my mom.
Your mother was visiting, and your aunt, who I work with, mentioned your mother wanted to go out dancing. So we agreed to meet at Chili's. At Chili's, I felt something for your mom, not a lust thing. I never had a feeling like that. I got a translating app from a friend, and I wrote a card to your mom in Spanish saying I'd like to get to know her.
To me, if somebody lives in another country before, like if I want to get to know them, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be hard.
I didn't really think of that. You know, it's because I didn't know what was going to progress from this. We're making meatballs. My mom got this recipe from The Wrist, which is a coffee pot in Bangor, Maine.
Here?
Yeah, that place.
This is actually my favorite mug.
All right, little Italian seasoning.
I'll do this one. Okay. Oh, damn it.
Salt, pepper, Parmesan Romano cheese. So you want them to be sticky. We'll smell it. Yeah. Smells good.
Yeah. It smells Italian.
Your mom had been up here probably once or twice already. And then one time she brought you. And I remember your mom came over and said, Fernando's really excited. I got a dad.
Oh no, that is so intimidating and kind of cringy.
It was funny to me.
When do you think you finally got to know me? When we moved here?
Pretty much.
And that was kind of turbulent.
In the beginning, I think there was a little jealousy on both of our sides. In a relationship, it's hard anyway. But then when you get kids, like a blended family, then there's extra, I don't want to call it problems, extra issues that you got to learn to overcome. And then there was the language barrier.
Also, before eating dinner, I wanted to sit down and play Never Have I Ever. I don't know, we have 24 hours to kill, why not? Okay, so the first one is, never have I ever gone skinny dipping. I never have. Where?
In Tucson.
Never have I ever peed my pants past childhood. I have.
I don't think I have.
Never have I ever done drugs. I've tried. I've tried.
I've done that's about it.
What was your least favorite?
Least favorite? I don't like marijuana.
Never have I ever had sex in a car.
Should your mom be hearing these things?
Estamos grabando.
I don't think you should be here. You can hear it later.
I won.
You won?
Yeah, I think I
got more fingers down.
Yeah, that means you lose.
Oh.
My relationship with you, when do you think it was at its worst?
Probably in the first few years.
I hated you. I didn't hate you, but I was
Well,
like,
you probably did.
I was
probably
like,
gave
this dude.
I probably gave you good reasons to hate me.
Did you at any point think, because of her kids, your relationship with my mom would not work?
I don't know if you know this. Me and your mom were going to break up about the 2-year mark in our marriage.
I did not know that.
I didn't think it was solely breaking up for the kids. It was just the language barrier. The kids. I was trying to build a relationship with your mom, and then there's you in it. You know what I mean? And in my mind at the time, it was like, this kid is just in our way, type of thing. You know, and I don't mean to.
No, I know what you mean.
Insult you.
I know what you mean.
But,
I felt the same way about you.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah, fair.
You invited me to go shooting last Saturday or a few Saturdays ago. And I didn't go because I'm not a big fan of shooting, but I figured this time maybe it's a good time for us to go shoot the gun. I've never shot a gun and I'm actually very scared.
Don't worry about it.
See, the thing is, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with guns. I think if people want to have a gun, that's fine.
You know, that goes against your democratic beliefs.
No, you're a Democrat. And you have a gun.
But I kind of go a little
moderate
more right than you.
Right.
Because there's many things on both sides of the spectrum that I believe in. That's the beauty of America. You can go believe how you want.
I think it is a misconception for people to say that, like, left-leaning people don't want guns at all, because it's not even about that. I think guns are fine, but sometimes in this country, they become so accessible to everybody. If we didn't have mass shootings, I assure you, a lot more people would be super on board with guns. I feel so scared.
Insert it. Small 10-round one. It's up to you. You want to shoot it off? Like that? Yeah, and then whenever you're ready, just put the charging hand all the way back and let it
The most important thing is keep the gun to the ground. You gotta assume that it's loaded. But once you look in here, you know it's not, but there still might be one round in here.
Okay.
Okay, slide it all the way back. So, where's your safety? Go like this. Now, that's good right there. Now it's good. Since you've never done it before, you'll get used to that. I'm used to it. So So I'll show you how to do it when they come back. You don't look comfortable.
Okay.
Stand up straight. If you want to shoot, bring your hand down. Don't bring your body. Right.
After I got comfortable shooting that tiny gun, I agreed to a lesson with a bigger rifle. Lock it? Okay.
You just put safe?
Safe.
And then you're good. You can just put it down if you want.
Okay, safe. We just left the shooting range.
You were kind of shaking.
Yeah. I was shaking at first because it's really scary. I was worried that there would be bullets flying from the sky because if they shoot above, you know, like, but I liked it and I would do it again.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
I don't know that I would buy a gun though. I know my mom was just horrified when me and you got in fights or didn't get along. For instance, now I live in LA and knowing that she has you and like you guys travel and do all that stuff together, it brings peace to me. And it's kind of selfish, but it's one of the big reasons why I'm so happy that my mom has you, because she has a partner. But my relationship with you, I think, has also gotten much better. Like, I genuinely am happy that you're in our family.
I'm glad to hear that. We still got a lot of living to do, so. But we're on the right track to have a pretty happy rest of our life.
And I'm happy for you guys.
All right, buddy. Give me some.
Do all the talking. You know I'm gonna let you. Time is a river, it's flowing in me now. Into the darkness, chasing the sound.